I just have to warn you. You have to buckle up.
What are the different bands that you're in?
I say a solo act, but I have like 14 people in the band. Oh, I was going to tell you
hear
this
that too.
story, but now I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I'm allowed.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to Seager Storytime. We're your hosts, Mattson, Case, and Elliott, and we're the co-founders of Seager Company. Thanks for coming, Shannon.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Good to be here.
Yeah. I want to get into what we were just talking about before we started filming, which is Mattson's
Bohemian Grove?
Bohemian Grove story.
Wow, we're going to jump right into
Powerful
that.
Grandpa?
Powerful Grandpa, and then I think you had a story, right, that we were going to get
Oh.
into about that or something? Didn't you have something?
Yeah.
Do you have?
Oh, the Black Dahlia, right? Not to give it away. We'll get to that.
Just curious.
Yeah.
If there's any connection there.
Yeah.
What does this mean? The Black Dahlia.
The Black Dahlia?
Yeah, but what's your story?
Oh, well,
Yeah. Did you want to finish that? Or bring it up?
Okay, I'll just start it. So,
Make it rain?
when I was,
This is crazy, by the way. Look at this.
yeah,
That's Spanky Joe.
Yeah.
Spanky
Did you
Joe.
see him on the...
Oh, yeah.
Spanky Joe is in it.
Just hanging out.
He's
Right
in
up
heaven.
against the
He
beer.
wants to live on a table or be
Spanky.
chest height for the rest of his
Yeah.
life.
That way he can kind of be more in the scene.
Spanky loves Coors Banquets.
He was a human at one point, a
Your hair
podcaster.
is Awesome.
He would probably love it if he could taste it.
He
He's not old
probably
enough.
would. Yeah. Does he need a little water bowl or anything?
Chiller.
Or is he okay?
He, you could try, but he doesn't like treats or
Really?
water. I try.
Or water?
Not really, but I give him wet food, and his vet says he's probably plenty of moisture. If I'm ever worried,
I mean, he's so little.
I
He
can
probably
put
doesn't need
more
much.
water and
That is
Yeah.
so interesting.
This is awesome.
You're a funny dude.
But please continue.
Yeah.
This was just crazy. I had to.
So, for those who don't know, which you guys do know, my
You mean us two, but nobody else knows.
no one else listening knows this. Maybe some people do. My grandpa was the Attorney General for the United States, and that's pretty much what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
I don't know why you're looking
They
at
were
me. Already
because I was
nervous.
telling you, and we were talking about Bohemian Grove.
In the cover up that your dad was trying to give to you, right?
Your grandpa was our angel investor, right?
Yeah. He is an angel, though. Rest in peace. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So, and
Yeah.
you brought up the Black Dahlia.
The connection with your grandpa to the Black Dahlia?
I don't think there's a connection. Actually, I don't even know what Black Dahlia is. So,
It's the serial killer, right?
well, it's a murder victim who is dubbed the Black Dahlia.
Oh.
Fuck. You might have to dive into it. I don't know it too well either.
Well, okay, now I'm starting to think that your grandfather's probably a lot younger than this Attorney General.
yeah.
When was that? When was the
You
Black
maybe
Dahlia?
thought.
We need to be doing some fact checking.
Yeah, we should.
Because
be.
this
We're-
is something that occurred in like the, oh gosh,
1600s. Just kidding.
I believe like 1950 or something.
Okay, yeah, he was Reagan's Attorney General. When was that? Like fucking 80?
I think it's the 60s.
Yeah, this is
70s?
47.
Reagan? I think it was the 8. I think
Yeah,
it was
it was
80.
80.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Wow, way off.
I think it was right before Bush
And-
Sr., right?
Yeah, exactly.
The evil one.
So they actually knew who killed her,
Okay.
but it took forever to find out who she was or who the murderer was, because he was an extremely well-connected person, because
Whoa.
he was very connected. Is Dr. George Hodel. He was like connected to the Attorney General and to all these politicians because he was in charge of. I don't remember what the title. Maybe you can Google
Yeah,
that part. Dr.
please.
George Hodel.
Hordell?
Hodel.
Hodell.
Hodel.
Doctor.
Hold that deal.
Holy
There he
shit.
is.
It's
Wow.
right there.
Oh,
They know. They're like, well,
Yeah.
just Google that. So.
He was
Yeah.
like in
Ugh.
charge of like the infection. He's like an infectious disease,
Oh,
like a
God.
venereal disease specialist. But he basically celebrities, politicians, they would go to hello Spanky. Speaking of STDs,
butt to the camera. That's
This is
a fun
definitely an
shot.
episode
they
to
would
watch.
they would come to him and get diagnosed or whatever. But that actually gave him ultimate power
yeah.
over them.
Yeah.
So
Fuck. He looked
a lot of
creepy.
people covered stuff up for him and like didn't let him get in trouble.
So
Yeah.
he was murdering multiple
Interesting.
It's crazy under his
Allegedly.
Wikipedia, it says
It's
murder
highly
and rape
possible, but guess who actually like cracked the case and found out that it was him? His son,
Oh,
His
who
son?
became like a detective.
No
Years and years
way.
later.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
That's a movie right there.
That's a
It
success
certainly
story right
is.
there.
Some
It's
might
like-
say he had the inside scoop.
You don't even have to be into true crime, but there's an incredible podcast that like breaks down their insane family called The Root of Evil.
Oh,
Fuck.
It's really scary. And if you're
Yeah.
into art, they like bring in some surrealist God, Spinky. Some surrealist artists like Dali makes like an appearance
Oh, wow.
and
Damn.
Man Ray and some other various freaks
Wow.
like party with that guy in some really cool houses in LA that you can like find pictures of.
Whoa.
It's just an insane
They do like weird ritual shit and stuff.
Yes.
All that.
Yes.
It's called. What is it called again?
It's like the whole Epstein thing. I feel like that's like the new generation of
Oh,
that shit,
yeah.
right? Crazy.
It's called The Root of Evil.
The root of
But
evil.
I just have to warn you, you have to buckle up.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
This
I
is
don't know if I'm
this is
ready for
giving me
that.
an eerie feeling.
My wife will be fired up, though. She probably knows all
She's
about it
gonna love
already.
it.
Yeah.
I remember her. She's cool.
Yeah. She is cool. There's something about women and serial killers and their love of it.
I have a couple theories.
Okay.
And I'd like to know your theories too.
Okay.
Love or like obsession? Love seems like a little bit creepy.
It's
Well,
I don't know what the word
yeah,
is.
maybe a combination.
Yeah. I mean, obsession sounds creepy as well.
Yeah. Obsession might be worse, honestly.
Yeah.
I think like I think love is the word you go to, but it's for lack of a better
Compelled.
term.
Yeah.
Compelled is that's probably way
Yeah.
more it. But I feel like for me, that it's compelled is definitely the closest, but love is just so much more accessible in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it goes to, I mean, women are who are victimized
Yeah.
generally,
Exactly.
by people perpetrating crimes like that. So I think that there might be this kind of inherent desire to know what the fuck is going on and want to like get to the bottom of things, to have this subconscious part of your mind be informed and be prepared.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
basically subconsciously like experiencing yourself to know all the situations that can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To in case something ever happens,
Yeah.
That's
That's crazy.
that's like one theory I've got. But I don't know.
It's a valid theory.
Yeah.
But also, maybe I don't know. Do you guys have
Fuck.
theories?
That's my theory.
Yeah. I would
That's pretty
back
much my
that.
theory.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
back that as
suddenly,
well.
or that was
No, for
before?
sure. Because it's always women are the victims, and if a man's ever a victim, it's like from another man, It's rare.
Typically.
Yeah.
Typically.
There's one famous one, I think, where it was a woman.
There's a couple ladies, but it's usually like fucked up, like, Munchausen by proxy, like they're
Yeah,
killing their own children.
Yeah.
Or they're dicks and they're like killing people in the hospital, like
Yeah.
secretly.
Yeah.
It's usually like
You're
secret,
right.
like poisoning, like, stuff like it's
Yeah.
rare that it's just,
Like a full classic murder. Classic.
there's very
Fuck.
few of those.
It's crazy.
This is dark.
I know. We started real dark.
We
but
really, I mean, we started with
wanted it,
like,
Elliott.
love.
we started with Bohemian Grove,
I
but we
know.
didn't even really get there.
I know. We didn't really get there. He's trying to hide it.
You're
He's brushing
saying-
under the rug.
Your dad, I mean, I understand.
I get it, yeah.
You you don't want to get,
Yeah.
you don't want to fall in with the wrong people. They do.
I don't want to be on record putting my family.
No, they're
No,
great.
no, yeah, no.
Yeah, they're great. Everybody,
mean-
everyone at Bohemian Grove is great. They all listen. Thank you guys for all your support.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the owl ring.
all of our sponsors, thank you.
What were you doing in LA? Because you don't live in LA, right?
No.
I do now.
Yeah, she does know.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you do live in LA.
Yeah.
I moved here a
Beautiful.
couple months ago.
Nice. How you liking it?
I like it. Yeah, I never saw myself moving down here. And it could be temporary. I'm not sure yet. I just got to figure. I'm pivoting. I'm in a life pivot right now. But I so never saw myself living down here that I have this band called Valley Boy that I've only ever played 3 shows with them.
Oh, so you're in the band.
Yeah,
Okay.
I write the songs and stuff, but we've done I'm very busy with my other bands.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I have a song called I Don't Need LA. But it's because it was written because all of our friends were moving to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the fuck? Why do you guys keep going? Like, Oakland's cool. Don't go.
Is it just for music and art and whatnot? What is that why? Or
Yeah, I mean, it's because, the tech boom sent cast out so many people. So many people had to leave San Francisco, and them leaving San Francisco made Oakland totally unaffordable. And by the way,
Interesting.
all of us who were not from Oakland and San Francisco were displacing the people before us, and then, us artists and musicians moved there because it was affordable. It's just this like endless part of the cycle of gentrification.
Yeah.
It's a sad reality.
Yeah.
And something needs to be done about it. God darn
Let's
it.
fix this.
I know. How do you get away from that though, right? It's like, oh, I can actually afford to rent there. And you're like,
Well,
move there.
a lot of things need to be done. I mean, I think that there's a lot of things that can happen because there's so many places in the world that don't have a big homeless population.
Oh my God.
sure.
I mean, LA
It's
insane.
It's really sad.
It's very sad.
I wish I was more informed, like as to why and how and what could be done.
Homelessness?
Yeah,
I mean, I
in
think
LA specifically.
a lot of people
just 'cause it's
go
close
to
us.
LA, right? Like homeless from all over, I believe, kind of migrate, if you will, is what I.
Well, I understand why. I mean, there's a lot of people also go to Portland. A lot of places where there's like, a big where there's decent weather or a really giving, open-minded community like Portland.
Yeah.
Where they have like these goals of helping people. There's a lot of programs.
Yeah.
They gravitate toward there, and then
Yeah.
it creates it's a double-edged sword, because then you have more and more people coming, and it does create more issues and like less money for funding because that funding's being used, and
That makes sense.
they can't handle the volume.
Yeah.
And then the people who are living there are getting frustrated
Yeah.
because it's just
it's a
what
mess.
needs to happen is, I don't know what needs to happen other than
A
a
vote
lot
for me.
more money needs to be put into
Yeah.
mental health
For sure.
and into like
Education.
education and into single mothers
Yeah.
and into lots of other
100%.
things.
Amen.
And especially like California needs to stop cutting money to all of those things. And
I can't imagine how.
this
much-
is not where I thought this conversation was going today.
Yeah.
I look at the clock. It's like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
We're still talking about this.
That's wild.
And this
though.
guy's on the. You gotta take this guy off the
Yeah,
screen.
just staring into my
You're
soul.
right. It is really gnarly. I can't tell.
Oh,
Is he
what was that
Italian?
photo to the right?
Is he
dude?
Italian or is he Middle Eastern? I cannot tell.
They go
Please.
into.
I'm done with this story.
I feel like he's.
Ooh, fuck.
I feel
my
like he's
God.
Austrian or something.
Oh yeah, Eastern European.
I'm so done with that.
Fuck.
I think that's Western European.
Wait, so what are the different bands that you're in? Obviously, Shannon
Okay.
and Clams.
Yep.
Shannon Shaw, it's not a solo act because that's what we had you at
I
the
know.
roundup.
I say a solo act, but I have like 14 people in the band.
Yeah, I remember that. You had
Yeah.
a ton of people.
But yeah, it is my solo band.
If you
What's the
cloned
difference?
yourself 5 times, would it still be a solo act?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Just throwing that out
Well,
there.
she does
would-
12 other or 17 people. I don't know.
14.
14, and she calls it a solo.
Yeah, yeah.
So yes.
No,
But I was just
mean,
trying to
what do
make
I-
it a little harder.
It just feels. Yeah, I don't know. What do I call it?
Well, is
Should
it-
I call it like Shannon Shaw and
And the somethings.
Friends?
And friends.
No, I think a solo act does have a band. Like, think about
Right?
all of the solo acts. In the
Lionel
world.
Richie.
Yeah.
He's not up there alone singing
Yeah.
and dancing with no,
No.
band.
Well,
What about
every
So
country,
awkward?
every country
Hear me out
musician
here.
ever is their name.
Travis
Yeah.
Tritt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's their name,
He's
but they
not
have a
alone.
full band.
Yeah.
That's true. Or you could do like different versions of like sea crustaceans.
Oh.
Shannon.
'Cause you
and
have the clams.
mussels.
But
and-
there's already so
Mm.
much confusion
What do you mean?
because people will think that I'm doing Shannon the Clam songs, and it's like,
yeah, but if they're going to Shannon the oysters, it's a different one.
but people are dumb.
The oysters.
And they're, yeah,
The
oyster- that
oysters.
sounds
You
cool.
can never give
Yeah.
people too much credit.
Okay, so actually,
really can't.
as a dumb guy, what is the main difference between Shannon and the Clams and Shannon Shaw?
Completely different songs and music.
Right, first. That's
And so Shannon and the Clams is a band I started actually truly by myself a long time ago when I was in art school
Where was that?
in Oakland, California.
Oh, sick.
That's
Nice.
how. So I'm from Napa County, and then I moved to Oakland to go to school, and that's where I met Cody Clam.
Oh,
And
the last name is Clam.
interesting.
no,
Oh, it's just a nickname.
because the band Shannon the Clam.
I was like, that makes so much sense.
Oh my.
And the triplets, the clams.
That would be awesome.
They're all. It's
if
weird.
like
They're all
cousins.
named Clam.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were gonna go with, and it's like, and his cousins also played instruments.
It's so crazy. No. Actually, the name of the band Shannon and the Clams, it was a joke because actually, this was a more interesting question than I thought it was going to be. You know what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
You know what you're doing.
Oh,
As
yeah.
a dumb guy.
He's an idiot.
Oh my
I
God.
was kidding.
Wow.
Yes.
It's a joke.
All right, get the hell out of here.
Grandpa doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Grandpa's watching.
I don't want Grandpa to know about that.
Spanky fully asleep.
I know. I've
Fully.
put my little spell on him.
You better not stop that.
This.
I'm like going right around his eyeball. It's crazy.
Okay, let's get back to
Sorry.
Okay, so
You feel his eyeball?
Yeah, it's crazy. Sorry. It's just so protruding out of there.
By the way, we
Yes.
filmed this on 420, so
Yeah.
oh right,
if the conversation gets a little weird,
it's not your
Spanky's high
fault.
as fuck.
It's not your fault.
yeah. Anyways,
So I'm not even stoned on the weed.
Yeah.
But you're making me feel stoned.
Right?
By watching you rub his eyeball.
I know, it's crazy. He fucking loves it though.
He's really into it. Like his other paw's not even.
I tried it
just
once
up
and he was
in
like,
there.
"Oh fuck!" Or he's just scared to open his eye.
Is he
He's
sleeping
not.
over there?
He has
me
no
try.
fear.
that's yeah.
Now he's gonna make a sound or look at you and be like, "Why
the
aren't you
fuck?
rubbing my eye anymore?"
Mm.
He might be the smallest dog I've ever seen in my life.
He's got little
Only
hips,
4 pounds.
Wow.
lethal hips,
Resty
His
was
hips
like
are
that size.
freaking tiny.
Was
I
he?
was
Yeah.
worried about them.
Yeah.
but
He was pretty like.
agile.
He's awesome, dude.
He's, pretty
He's
rump-
shockingly
aggressive.
agile.
He's pretty
Okay, so
When they gave him to me, they told me like, "You're gonna have to carry him up and down the stairs.
Oh really? His bones will
Can't
break or
use the
something?
Stairs." And I was like, "Really? Okay."
Give him some milk.
No, this man rips.
Oh yeah, he's so
anywhere.
fast.
Oh, it
Damn.
shocks me. The stuff he jumps off is terrifying.
Whoa.
Okay, so
Oh my God.
the band, it was funny at the time that it was called Shannon and the Clams because I played by myself. So it was like a joke because it's just me. Ha, ha, ha. And I didn't think the band would go anywhere. It was just me playing bass at open mic nights.
yeah,
And my brothers like were my only fans. And they just knew that I'd started playing bass. I was given the bass when I was 15. And I started playing it just by myself in my room when I was in college. And I played them a few songs, and they were like, you should be playing. They've always been musicians. My grandpa was an upright bass player. All my uncles are musicians. One of my uncles was in Captain Beefheart.
whoa,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
dang,
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a great band.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's insane.
And so
cool you have
my
supportive
brothers,
brothers, too.
yeah, they rule. They're cool.
Shout out your brothers,
Shout out, brothers. Dan and Patty.
Yeah.
the Shaws,
The Shaws.
Yeah.
Right.
strong family.
Oh yeah.
We are strong. So they were always encouraging me. So I started playing at these open mic nights. And Cody from Shannon the Clams way before invited me to play a house party.
Okay,
And I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I don't want my peers watching me. That's so embarrassing. Like
Yeah.
I had like 3 songs. I could barely play. My fingers hurt so bad because I'd never played. I didn't know how to tune. I didn't even know the difference between a guitar and a bass. Even at the point when I was playing the bass, I still didn't know the difference.
Did you mainly start playing because you knew you could sing really well?
No,
just to, like,
I didn't
combo
know
it?
I could sing.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know.
Wow.
No, it was like I was like very depressed, and like I'd moved to Oakland with some dude who turned out to be a piece of shit, and I kicked him out, and I was like living in this like disgusting, scary, crumbling house in Oakland, and that I was very allergic to. It turns out
That's probably mold in
that was
there.
part of
right?
it.
Was there black mold in there?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
I was having
probably.
sleep paralysis every night, so
Whoa.
every night
Jeez.
this like black thing
No.
Oh,
crawl up my
fuck.
body every night.
Oh God,
Anyways, so that was like
That's
two years of
that's
that.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I had a dream last night. This is super
Creepy.
random, but bear with me. That someone was trying to open my front door, and I was like,
Okay.
"What the fuck?" And I opened it, and it was a white tiger.
No
I was like,
way.
"Oh shit!"
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
That's a weird little.
What happened?
Did you look that up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Look it up.
look that baby
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, look it up.
It's probably
okay. Then I gotta tell a sleep
Yeah.
a sleep story that
for sure.
you guys will like.
Okay,
But I'll wrap this up really quick. The difference basically is Shannon the Clams was my original solo project, and then Cody had me make a band for a house party.
Okay.
Cody eventually joined the band, and then we slowly started getting more house parties, and
Whoa,
then
word got out.
warehouses, and then
Whoa.
little bars, and then Shannon the Clams have just been, luckily, on this like upward trajectory ever since.
Yeah.
And then me, Shannon Shaw, and all those people who played at the Seager Roundup
Yeah.
in 2019.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Those are all songs me and Dan Auerbach from Black Keys wrote
Very cool.
together in like 2017,
That's
Damn.
super awesome.
and he produced.
How did you get connected with him?
Yeah.
He's a Clams fan,
That's cool.
Oh.
and he
hell
always
yeah.
wanted. He like really wanted to, write songs with me.
That's dope.
So how come?
Yeah,
he's
why
not-
split that?
Why split that?
Like, why
Yeah.
split it from Shannon Shaw and Shannon the Clams? at that
Because
point?
we do two different things.
Gotcha.
Because like with Shannon the Clams, like we don't. We've collaborated a little bit on writing, but generally he just produces our records now.
Gotcha.
But Cody and I write that stuff.
That makes sense.
And the Clams are starting to write too, which has been really fun. But Dan wants to like be a co-writer,
Yeah.
and I'd never done that before, writing with like ultimately a stranger. So he wants to try and do like the whole Motown experience, where you like come in and do a songwriting session and bring in session players and and stay at the place. Like he wanted to have like do sessions like that. So
That's
that
really
was
cool.
my experience.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do another solo record at some point.
Fuck yeah. With them?
Yeah,
Sick.
and then Clams just recorded another record with him like last month in Nashville. So
Damn.
Clams will have something coming out in the fall, and yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah.
I've been freaking busy.
Yeah, that's not
Another
sick.
tour coming?
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Heck yeah.
It's so busy. Oh, we're playing. Clams are coming. I don't know where the nearest thing to here is. Santa Barbara.
Diego? San Diego?
Yeah, San Diego.
LA is closer, but
Oh yeah, but we're playing this tiny place that's already sold out.
oh.
How far is Santa Barbara?
Just 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
What about Fresno?
Oh, that's like 6, 5,
Ooh.
4, 5.
Yeah.
No.
But it's close to.
What about Pappy and Harriet's?
Happy and
Ooh.
Harriet's is
2
close.
hours.
Are you playing
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
That sounds awesome.
Y'all should come out.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
Down.
You play there a lot, right?
Yeah, but now we're playing the outside and it's
Sick.
big. It's almost sold
Yeah.
out.
When is that?
I believe it's the 16th
Of.
May.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
coming
wow,
up.
really soon.
It's
Holy
my birthday
shit.
California tour, so
Whoa.
Birthday? When's your
should
birthday?
come out May 21st.
Whoa.
Happy birthday.
Calendar eyes.
What's that?
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, you guys should go. Let me know if you're coming.
Damn.
I'll get you.
Let's fucking do it. We'll be back, right? That's right after
I
the
think
mid-season?
so. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, it's right before we
Yeah.
go to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I heard
chilling.
that.
Hell yeah,
I heard that.
down.
We want to give a shout out to a sponsor of today's episode, Desert Door Sotol. Desert Door Sotol, the most premium spirit, distilled in Driftwood, Texas. Desert Door. Desert Door is wildly harvested, fermented, distilled, and bottled by Desert Door in Driftwood, Texas. Check them out at desertdoor.com.
The same Rocky Mountain water. The same brewing tradition that started in 1873 in Golden, Colorado. Because when you're a favorite beer of rock stars, smugglers, cowboys, and presidents, you don't compromise. That's our legacy. What do you want to go down in history for? Coors Banquet. Start your legacy.
Okay, what sleep paralysis story?
Oh, I was
I
gonna
wanna
tell
hear
you
that
the
too.
story, but now I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I'm allowed.
Allowed?
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the story.
Yeah.
I think it's probably fine.
We can
We
always
can
cut it.
Yeah, we can always cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we can like
It's
AI
great. It's great to have a
change it.
story when you say like, we can cut it, but then you end up keeping it in too.
I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you, I think it's fine. I think that he would think it was funny. Fuck.
The demon?
Oh,
The
fuck.
demon? The demon's fine with anything. The demon's totally chill. This is actually...
We should
Okay,
edit that
this
in.
is more...
crawling down.
This is my friend who I played in a band with. Fudge. Can you cuss on this show?
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
these mic stands are
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's like a
I go
balancing act.
straight line with it. You know what I mean?
Huh?
Yeah. Everyone has
Like
their own
very straight to
style.
me.
Well, it's pretty straight, right?
I would do... If this was my mic stand, I'd
Yeah.
do it like Lemmy and it'd go like...
Yeah, I know. We got to get new stands out of these
This
art
is
kind of
my
things.
show.
That'd be cool to have one that's like
Comes down
coming
from the
from-
ceiling.
Do that again?
ceiling.
What
You
are you
like
doing?
hold it right here.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. It would just come down. You'd be like...
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
That would be
Yeah.
cool.
Invisible.
Next time, you guys, down from those things.
Yeah.
Side tangent: the
Yeah.
white tiger in my dream means that something unexpected but fortunate is about to happen.
Damn.
Nice.
Thank you.
Meeting Spanky,
I mean, this is kind of a thrill.
kind of a white tiger.
Yeah.
Come here, little white tiger.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Let's hear it. I'm excited to hear this.
Okay, so I was in this... Whoa.
He's not gonna jump, is he? Is he gonna jump?
Oh,
Oh.
God. That's
No.
pretty high, Spanky.
That's crazy.
He would try. If I ignored him for like 1 minute
Oh,
longer,
man. Whoa. He's a spunky little
Spanky.
Spanky.
what do you want?
What? We've been so nice to you.
We're in a podcast,
He
Spanky.
probably just wants to play. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's all good.
It's a long car ride
Elliott, rub his eyeball.
for him. Rub his eyeball.
That's my new move. I'm gonna try that in other dogs and see if it works.
You know, he's pretty tolerant in ways that others aren't. Okay, so I was in this cover band for like one tour with Philip from the Strange Boys and Lance, who is in the Raining Sound, and then with Ty Siegel. He like put together this cover band for do you know Panache Booking?
I don't think so.
They're a booking agency.
Yeah.
They book a lot of really rad garage rock bands. But you know Ty Siegel. I mean.
Yeah.
So Ty got asked to put together like a cover band called the Togas for this rock and roll cruise that was going to the
Whoa.
Bahamas.
Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
I was like, why is Ty Siegel asking me of all people? Because back then I was like much less proficient a musician, and he's, a boy genius, as we all know. And anyways, so he asked me, and it was really, really fun. But so we played on the ship once, and then we played it like a what are you eating? There's nothing down there.
Little baby straps.
Oh, little crumblins. Okay, sorry, he's distracting because he's really cute.
He's
See?
very cute. Yeah.
Like his little stretchies.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have brought him.
Wait, this cruise went to the Bahamas?
Yeah, we went to Nassau.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ooh.
Dude,
So rad.
it was really rad. But actually, that was the first show we played at what's it called, Senior Frogs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was the first panic attack I'd ever had in my whole life.
Whoa.
And I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
I just thought I was dying, and
Yeah.
I was too afraid to tell anyone that I was dying.
On stage.
Before I got to the stage, and then while on the stage. But I
Heavy.
we were running late. Tide changed the complete set list.
Oh,
And for
God.
me, it's like I'm not a natural musician like he is. He could play anything by ear. He just remembers.
Really?
For me, I'm like, I have to learn. I have to write it down. I don't know how to read music or write. Like,
Yeah.
I have to like listen
Yeah.
and write it in my. It's called what do they call it? Shanglish.
Shannon English.
Yeah.
Aye.
That's my language in music. So I have a way I got to do it, and then I have to practice for like 10,000 years, if you'll let me,
Wow.
before I can get something down. So for Ty to be like, you know what, fuck these songs. I think we should cover these instead. And I was like too chicken to say.
Oh, fuck.
So so we had a few new songs, and I was just panicking. So when we tried to get off the ship to go play at Senior Frogs, they wouldn't let us off because we didn't have work visas. And we didn't know. We thought like Panache would have taken care of all that. So by the time we figured it out, Ty was like, we have to run full speed to Senior Frogs right now. was like,
Run,
I'm not much
literally.
of a runner, you guys.
Literally run.
Literally run.
Oh my God.
Literally run. So we're running, and we're running through like have you guys taken a cruise?
Never.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the Bahamas.
Oh really? Did
Yeah.
you go to Nassau?
Maybe I was on that cruise. No, that would have been insane.
I
I love how
would.
Spanky's on your lap now. Like, popped up there.
I would. Yeah, this was a rough time for me, but yeah, it was definitely like running through all these people and then like waves crashing on us. We're wearing fucking togas.
Wow.
So like,
Sounds like Outer Banks.
Pretty epic.
It's
Yeah, it
not
does sound
made-
like an episode, doesn't it?
oh, there's a clam song in there.
Is there?
Oh,
wow.
Midnight
Hey.
Wine is in there. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you watch it?
No, but I'm gonna because I hear it's really good.
It's okay.
Did that blow up the
niece
song?
likes it. I don't know. You haven't looked at the numbies,
Ooh.
but I've
Probably.
definitely had some teens start following us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's dope. We had a Seager hat on one of the episodes, and
Yeah.
it was like
Oh.
same thing, kind of.
These little TikToking
I
teens,
know.
they got the finger on the pulse.
I
They are
know.
the pulse.
They are the pulse. Yeah.
Damn it.
Shout out.
Oh, shout out teens.
Hey
Time.
teens, thank you. Thank you, teens.
Do they still do that Teens Choice Award?
I wish I had a hat so I
sure.
could put it on backwards right
Yeah.
now. Or sideways.
Sideways.
Hey.
That didn't work.
They still do that nowadays?
No.
I feel like we didn't even do it when we were young.
I
No,
did
they
it
didn't
for a
even
little
do
bit.
it.
Did
They
you?
didn't even do it.
I pulled one of these.
I like
My
the
dad was like,
tilt.
"Why are you doing that?" And I was like, "I don't know. You're right."
You're right. Damn.
Sorry, Dad.
I'm so sorry, Dad.
Excuse me, Dad.
Send you to military
Excuse me,
school.
Father.
We're going to Bohemian Grove now.
Whoa, that'd be kind of a sick
That'd be
military
dope.
school.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I would do it now.
Yeah, I would go. If they invited me,
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go.
I would go.
All right, I can get you guys in.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Papa. Anyways, so
Sorry, I totally-
I will.
You were
Okay,
running
running in a
togas.
toga.
Toga.
You know, they're not like that supportive of the boobs. You know, and running, bass flying, like waves literally crashing, and I'm freaking out. Like everyone's way ahead of me. I'm like, I can't do it. I don't remember the songs. Like panicking, and we get there, and I'm getting like on stage, and then I see it's like not a lot of people in the audience because we're the first band, and people are screaming at us like, if you don't get on stage now,
What?
you're not going to get to play the show. You've got to hurry. And I was like, I need to drink water. I need to brush my hair. I'm so stressed out. I need my notes. I can't find my notes. And then it's like
Oh my
the people
God.
standing in front of me are like Jello Biafra, Kip from TV on the Radio,
Whoa.
and Neil Hamburger. It's like three people that I really look up to.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Why are they in front of you?
They were in the band.
just wanting to watch. They're like
Oh, they
at
were
the
just
show.
standing there.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
God.
Sorry.
Senior
Yeah, I probably
frogs
So
didn't
just to
remember.
add to the stress.
They were part of the cruise.
Oh,
Okay.
It was a
man.
rock and roll cruise, you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, so it was like a special cruise. It was,
Oh,
like,
this
they were, like,
this is
special
the
guests on it.
Panache cruise.
They still do
Invite
it?
only.
They don't. They
Oh,
only did
really?
it for 3 years, and it was so fun.
How much
Was
would
it
that
invite,
even...
invite only, or was it?
Invite. Well, no, anyone could go,
Okay.
but there's only X amount of tickets. They just took over like part of the ship, so there's a bunch of normies too. But
Oh, what?
you had to have your little pass to get to the cool zone.
Interesting.
Yeah, it
Drugs,
was
sex, and rock and
wild.
roll in the
There's-
back.
You should like look it
between
up
Suite
sometime
101.
and like
Let's
look at all the
it up.
band stuff.
Can we look it
there.
up?
Yeah, what's it
Like a
called?
concert festival that takes
What
place
year?
on a
Or
cruise.
what was it called?
It was called the Panache Brews Cruise.
the.
Brews?
Panache Brews Cruise.
Like
And
beer
it-
brew?
How do you spell panache?
BRUIS.
thinking
Oh, brew.
PNA.
Oh, PN.
PANACHE.
Punk rock.
If you don't know,
Now you know.
Looks like Elliott.
that does look like me. Damn.
Hey.
What year was it?
Oh my gosh. I don't
Probably
know.
a photo of you. We could probably find a photo.
I'm sure if you type in the togas,
Oh,
it'll
fuck.
say what year. Oh gosh.
Here we go.
Toga parties.
I don't.
Oh, maybe type the togas.
Scurvy indie rockers.
What's the demographic of the audience there?
Like
This is a cruise.
garage rockers. I don't
That
There
are
it
just
is.
down to be on a
That first
boat?
one? It's a Facebook invite.
Well, this is when Facebook was like still like the only.
Yeah, the only
It's
way.
like MySpace was dead.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, that's
Oh,
crazy.
Blowfly. Oh God, that's right. It was like the OCs, the Intelligence,
Nice.
Quintronimus Pussycat. I don't know.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it does sound cool.
It was really cool. My
Wow.
like
12.
2012 maybe.
oh, that sounds about right.
Man. Yeah, the OC.
Oh yeah, that looks right.
Are these
Oh
people?
yeah, I made out with that guy.
Which
Oh.
one?
Okay.
Which guy?
Up a little,
Which one?
up a little higher.
A little higher.
That one. with
This guy?
that-
The glasses. Hey.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Bruiser.
Oops.
Bruiser.
Bruiser, is that what you said?
How long was the cruise? 5 days or something?
3 nights. The weather was fucking terrible.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Cruises are just wild
I
because
know.
you just see the
You
same
don't know, and
people
then you're just
every day.
trapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Well-
you become really close friends with some people.
Oh, I'm friends with
Yeah.
people for life from that cruise. Like I have a few friends forever from that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
they'll
so
like
cool.
we're still friends. Like every time I go to their cities, we talk about the Bruise Cruise. It was 3 days of my life many years ago, but yeah, I don't. Anyways, so I was so worried because I saw these people and I was like hating myself in that moment, but they were so nice. I played really badly. I was like sweating profusely. Anyways, I am like way off topic because I was trying to get to the sleep show.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
waiting for.
Sorry, guys, I'm off topic. Okay, so we play the Nassau, the Bahamas was fine. Neil Hamburger is the fucking nicest dude. Because afterwards I was like, I'm so scared to meet you. I thought you were going to make fun of me. And he's like, I don't want to make fun of you. I want to make fun of the like real people that were really trying to go to Senior Frogs. Not you. I was like, oh, thanks. Anyway, he's cool. You guys should see him if you can. Okay, so then we have like 4 days tour in Florida. And the first night, do you know Neil Hamburger, the comedian?
No.
Okay.
It sounds so
Hey, can
familiar.
you pull him up?
Slightly
Can you pull him
different scenes.
you
You
pull him
might
up?
recognize his face.
up? Neil Hamburger. Greg
Australian, American. Oh.
Turkington.
In the bow tie, that's his
Oh
like
my
character.
God.
What?
He looks dope.
He's dope.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
That looks intimidating. Right there. That's so scary.
That's pretty crazy.
He's great.
So that's the guy you were intimidated.
I would be. Are you kidding me? That guy's staring at you and fucking.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that's a problem. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
That's cool. What a weird dude.
Oh, come on.
No, I
dude.
like him. He's like, that's obviously weird though.
Yeah.
He's I mean his
his thing, right?
comedic shtick is like it is
Wow.
it's off the beaten path, you know. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's not like straightforward comedy. It's
Right.
like
I'll have to give it a go.
I'm going to look it up.
well, I don't know. You definitely got to be in the right
In the right mood.
Yeah.
Is
In the right
real
company.
last name Hamburger?
No.
That was Turkington.
Turkington. Yeah.
Turkington.
Stage
That's his
name,
real
baby.
last
Greg
Stage.
His
Turkington.
stage name. And that's not
I'm
his
gonna
like
go Turkey Burger.
oh shit.
Right?
Maybe that's what it comes from. Fudge.
I know.
Okay, so first night of our Florida tour, Ty stays in the room with the drummer. Me and share a room together, separate beds. I wake up. I just like have this weird feeling. I wake up and I look over at his bed, and he's sitting on his bed, cross-legged, staring at me.
What?
His eyes
Holy
black.
shit.
And I'm like, what? What's going on? What the fuck?
crazy.
What the fuck? What? And he's like, oh my God, Shannon. No! And he starts
Holy
like
shit.
screaming at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, oh my God, no, no. And I just start screaming. I just assume
Yeah.
someone's behind me,
Yeah.
stabbing, about to stab me
Are
to
you like
death.
scared to look too? You're like,
I don't even
Oh
want to
my
look. I'm
God.
just accepting that I'm being killed.
Oh my God.
And then he turns over and passes out, starts snoring. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like shaking.
Oh my God.
Totally
No
like fucked
way.
up, very upset, can't sleep again. And the next day I'm all like, horrified and like, just
Yeah.
fucked up, waiting
Yeah.
for him to be like, dude, sorry about that. Nothing. I'm like, I don't even know how to bring this up. That was really weird.
Did
and
you?
no, because somebody else brought it up.
Oh.
ah.
So then the next night, I mean, I was like kind of scarred.
I don't blame
Yeah.
you.
It
I
was
am.
very weird.
Were you scared like of him at all? Or
Yes,
Yeah.
and because I had a lot of questions, but it was so weird. The next day, we like play the show. It was really fun. We party really hard. I haven't had a chance to. I also don't know. He's the only guy in this band that I haven't gotten to know well yet. He's very sweet, but like me and Ty are good friends, and me and Lance become good friends. The least, so I don't know how to be like, remember a few nights ago
Yeah.
when your eyes turned black and you were staring at me and then you started screaming? It was
Yeah.
terrifying. What happened? So I haven't brought it up. Anyways, I get very, very drunk that night and pass out under a table. And sleeps in a chair sitting up. Ty sleeps on a couch next to him, like in an open living room, kitchen, studio kind of situation. And the next day we get up and we're getting ready to pack the car, and Ty is acting really weird, like dragging behind everyone. He just looks all spun out and stunned and funky.
Yeah.
And he's like walking up and he's like looking at
Oh fuck.
and then eventually everyone's like catching this weird vibe, and Ty's like, what the fuck? What the fuck happened last night? And like, what? He's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? And he's like, you started screaming, no, Shannon, no. Oh my God. No, Shannon, no. Like pointed at Shannon. You were screaming at her under the table like someone was murdering her. And
Oh
I
my
was
God, so he
screaming
did it twice.
though.
toward me.
To you.
And I was completely like,
Gnarly.
Yeah.
yeah, like, and
Whoa.
Ty said he was screaming too because he thought
Creepy.
someone was killing me.
Yeah.
Fuck. And was like,
God.
oh, sometimes I get night terrors. And he was like,
What?
what?
Oh my God.
You didn't think that, like,
Tell
you
people
should
that?
tell us? Maybe
Yeah.
tell us about that?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. I don't get them that often. And then this turns into this other fucking story. It's almost over. Don't worry.
No, I'm
This
here.
is crazy.
This turns into this story where is talking about the band he had with his brother, where they had this fucking stalker
Oh God.
that was breaking into their house every night.
Okay.
Terrifying stalker in Austin who was coming in and doing shit like making messes, drinking their booze, stealing their shit, opening all the windows, opening all the cupboards, like creepy, like ghostly.
That is very creepy.
And then they started doing things like taking knives and stabbing the couch and
Whoa.
ripping the couch
Oh
open
fuck. That's
Oh my God.
and taking
one step
knives
too far.
and tearing his brother's a painter, tearing the canvases open.
No way.
And then was like, turns out it was actually me in my sleep.
No.
No way.
And we were like,
Oh my
like, you
God.
should tell us that. We should get you
Yeah.
around.
What?
That's sketch.
I know.
I've
had
had a
a
night
night
terror before, and I was on a fishing boat, and I was
Oh my God.
yeah, it was terrible. But so we're on it's in the middle of the night. We're taking,
Where?
go in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. I was working on a boat, and we were going out like probably 200, 300 miles out to sea, and we were taking shifts at the captain's helm to drive the boat. And so I fall asleep underneath in the cabin, and I have this night terror that we're running straight into a rock, like fully real, like feeling that our boat's going straight into a rock, and I'm captaining it. And so I wake up, and I'm like, holy shit, and I just run straight to the captain, and I'm just screaming at him like, we're about to run into the rock, look at the rock, and like just screaming at him. And then he had to wake me up, and it was like, I was like, what? And he was like, we're not running into a rock. And I was like,
That means to
But-
pet him.
but that's like a
when he does
nightmare,
the
right?
velociraptor.
no, because I
Oh.
Like he
'Cause I ran
doesn't
up there.
even know that all of this is happening.
He could probably just tell your eyes were probably black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Like
it's
he's
the same
like
thing.
night walking. He's a night walker.
I did. That's what I did.
You're not
Oh,
supposed to wake someone up.
Really? You just let him ride it out?
Ran up to
You guide him back to sleep, back to
Really?
bed. That's what you're supposed to do.
You have me a beer.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That is scary.
Yeah, but
Gnarly.
I think that had to do with some kind of stress.
Probably. It would be, I think it'd be stressful.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
But I also remembered it happening. You know, I don't know if he remembers. Like,
That's what I'm saying. If you knew it was happening because you had a nightmare, and he's like doing creepy shit and not even knowing he did it, that's a whole different thing, right?
What happens if you
That's like a whole other level.
happens if you murder someone?
I mean, that
That's
has
fair.
happened.
And then you go to jail?
You probably go to jail.
Well,
for
yeah.
Sure.
Well, I
Because it
mean,
wasn't.
there.
Have you seen that girl on TikTok that films her night walking or whatever?
How would you do that? Oh, just set up a
I
little
guess
camera.
I don't know.
So what's the proper
Spooky
term?
Selena Spooky Boo or whatever.
Something like
is
that. I feel like some of them are fake.
Is it? It seems fake. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're like too funny.
They're too funny. You're
Are
right.
they?
Real
Can you
quick,
look that
though.
up?
Well, she,
Selena
like,
Sneaky
she, like-
Boo?
They're really funny.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, she like walks outside and her husband has to like go like help her back.
And there's
she's
always like
"Doo, doo,
it's
doo, doo."
always like farting and dancing.
Yeah.
It's too funny.
The first one I saw I thought was real for sure, but then
There's probably maybe there's like one real.
yeah.
I want it.
What's the term though? It's not night
It's
walking.
definitely not it.
Sleepwalking.
Oh,
Sleepwalking. Yeah.
I was how
Night
why the
walking
fuck
is
am I
so
supposed to
scary.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like your story is like night walking.
Look up like night walking girl or sleepwalking girl.
Sleepwalking girl, and it'll come up.
I mean,
That's,
I don't know.
let's see. Oh, TikTok. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's definitely her. She's so funny. She's funny in general. Like
She's
She's
got the
really
same-
funny.
Yeah.
I think it's the same person.
Oh,
It's the
they're
same
coming
exact
back.
name.
Wrong brand.
Yeah, what?
Tahin.
Oh, they did a tahini collab.
That's not the same girl.
That's her.
Yeah, that's her. Okay, you're right.
Oh, you know what? I think I have
Protector.
seen this.
That's why everyone thinks she's a bitch.
Is he smiling?
Wow. I am so glad I don't have that.
Hi, and welcome to Sneaky Sleepwalking.
Bye.
What's she dragging?
A leash.
That is crazy that you'd have to like,
I
because you
know.
have to take care of those people. Because what if they do something like get into a car or something?
Okay, the one time that I've ever been known to sleepwalk / run full speed
Night walk.
was on tour with, back to one of your other questions, was I'm in another band called Hunks and His Punks, punk band.
Wow.
And we were on tour in Memphis, which is a pretty dangerous place. And I definitely had partied I definitely partied like my sack off that
Yeah.
night. And we were staying in like a very sketchy motel on, you know, how really sketchy motels, like you like go up a set of stairs and there's like a banister and you go all the way around
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I was like sharing a bed with the singer, and he said I just like sat up straight a couple hours into the bed. And he was like, "Shannon, what are you doing?" And he said I just like leapt out of bed
Holy shit.
and ran to the door and ran full speed. Like I said,
Wow.
I've never been much of a runner. I just haven't.
Only in your sleep.
Only in my sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I played soccer. I played soccer for 10 years.
Damn.
But even when I played soccer, never like a great runner. Just not great. Anyway.
Were you goalie? The one you don't have to run?
Okay, my two, I had one glory season.
Okay.
They put me in as goalie as a joke,
Yeah.
like in a practice, and I was really fucking good.
Oh, shit.
So I was goalie for one season. I was really good, and then the next
Damn.
year I came back and I lost it all, and I wasn't.
Oh.
Good anymore. But I was usually like fullback,
Okay.
but not good.
Yeah.
But I played on the same team forever.
Sick.
Stopper.
That was you?
Yeah. I played a bunch of different positions, but
Oh, cool.
yeah, I always loved playing stopper.
I think I would
Midfield.
like soccer more
First
now
second.
I would
than
too.
when
yeah.
I was young.
Yeah,
I didn't have the warrior spirit like I do now.
exactly.
Anyway, so I was running full speed around the motel, and my friend was chasing me, and he said he couldn't believe how fucking fast I was.
Yeah, he couldn't catch
And he said I suddenly just stopped, and then walked back right past him,
Whoa.
and walked back in,
No
and just
way.
went right back to
Damn.
sleep.
Weird.
I have no memory of it.
Wow.
See, that's the difference. Is
Oh no, I walked back in, and he said I peed really hard. That's what happened, and then I went back to sleep.
just staring him in the eyes.
Oh, my God.
Can I put this little hat on him? Let's see what happens.
Oh hell yeah!
It's a hat.
I don't think he's gonna let it happen.
I mean,
Oh,
Oh,
that was crazy.
Nicely done.
The
So,
circus trick.
if I could find a treat he liked, so far there's none. Well, he kind of likes peanut butter, but
What about like beef jerky or something? Tried that.
He's kind of a fancy little diva. He
Is
would
he?
probably eat little tiny niblets of
Yeah.
it. If this had a little rubber band, do you have a crafter in house right now?
could make
Usually.
something happen.
Not on Thursdays, though.
But like, you could probably give him a little bellboy hat.
Oh, that
so
would
awesome.
be cool.
We have super glue.
Oh.
Kidding.
Well,
I mean,
I mean,
Shave a
anything
little
for a
bald spot.
laugh, right?
Yeah, right.
His head is so cute.
I know. What brought you to Portland? I don't know if we already answered that.
Oh,
Because you were in
so
Oakland.
yeah, I was in Oakland for about 16 years.
Oakland A's.
Yeah, my
don't
mom
know.
used to dress me and all my brothers
No
up
way.
in matching Oakland A's gear
Oh.
Yes.
and in SF Giants gear.
Yeah, for sure.
And 49ers gear.
Oh, just all the teams.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we liked all the teams
Yeah.
as long as they were local.
So
Raiders.
You grew up in Oakland?
Sick.
Or
I
no?
grew up in Napa, but
Oh, okay.
like those are the nearest.
Dang.
teams.
Okay,
But
so
you know, we
know
had
the
Joe
Petaluma
Montana
area.
who lived in Napa.
Yeah, that's dope.
So you know Petaluma a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I would live in Petaluma if I could.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
But we're gonna play there soon.
Oh,
The
when?
Phoenix Theater.
When is it?
Send your ladies' family, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go.
Oh,
That sounds
yeah.
fun. We'll fly up there and have a family reunion.
That would be so fun.
That'd be cool.
So the Phoenix Theater is an all ages place. That's where we would have to go all the way from Napa. That's the nearest all ages. Don't you do it, buddy.
Oh.
Don't.
Come here.
Oh.
Look how much hair's floating.
I
in there.
know.
He just got a bath. Oh, it's because it's springtime.
Springtime. You're
And
gonna
he's
lose
shedding.
that
I'm
mane.
sorry, fellas.
No, I actually.
No.
I
Oh.
want to see it.
Oh.
You little
my
dare. He's
God.
around you guys.
Yeah.
He becomes a daredevil.
Damn. It's down here.
Yeah, but we would go to the Phoenix.
The
Which
Phoenix.
Is, yeah, we would go see like Papa Roach
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
and Alien Ant Farm and
Yeah.
Guar and stuff.
Oh,
like
I
that.
loved Alien Ant Farm.
I love them, but I don't. Now I'm like, I think I just liked their Michael Jackson cover.
Uh huh.
What? No, they have like one banger song.
What is
Yeah,
it?
it's the Michael Jackson one.
Is it?
Annie, are you okay?
Oh, that's a Michael Jackson original?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's news to me. I used to sing that in the car with like my mom and sisters.
I would always like scream it at them to play it, and they'd be like, "Ugh." Which I get it now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm a musician, it's like, of course you want to hear the one song they play
Yeah.
on TikTok all the time or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
What is that song? for
Yeah.
you?
Oh, I don't know if we don't have one song on TikTok, but like, do you know King Khan and Barbecue?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So they like hate supposedly that their song has gotten so huge on TikTok, but
I didn't know.
they've
so
made
funny.
so much money off that.
Oh, really?
They're
How do you
so-
make money from that? Does TikTok pay the artist, or is it just because of like notoriety and they get more plays on
Yeah.
Spotify? Okay,
I think that's how.
gotcha.
Do you make money? Gosh, I'm
Spotify?
always so curious about like that whole system.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to make money as an artist, but is Spotify like a huge source for that?
Well, Spotify is like pretty freaking crooked at how they like really unfairly pay artists. Actually, please Google this, my lord.
Okay.
How much? Take a guess. How much do they pay an artist per play?
I'd say like 0.001 cents.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm in
let's,
that.
let's see.
a cent per play.
1 cent per play.
One
I think
cent.
that's too much.
He
Like, not
believes
that- no.
that.
No, I think that they
He sides
don't
with
pay
the
that much,
executives.
That's what I'm saying.
Not Shopify.
Whoa.
Spotify.
I do that too. I do that too.
Shopify pays them a lot.
Point
Oh,
wow.
three.
You're
I
close.
was actually extremely.
It's
I think I've
extremely
looked
close.
this up before. 'cause like I said, I was.
Wait,
interested.
what website is that from though? I don't
Ditto?
think that's right.
SpotifyExecutive.com.
Dildo.
USA Today says .0033.
Is it less or more?
0.003.
It used to be less.
How is this a debate? There
Well, I
should
mean,
be very,
that's still.
I mean, that's still very low.
there should be a
It's
very
low,
specific number.
and they're all
So you get
they're always in debt
$3 per
because
thousand.
And how does
it
that
takes
work?
a long.
Wait,
it
can you-
takes
sorry.
a long time to make any money.
So if
Yeah.
you get a,
clicking on the one that says pay for 1 million streams. I just want to see.
Wait, where's that?
so if you get
Up.
a million listens
All the
on
way at the top.
Spotify, do they then just kind of write you a check?
Just
Like,
want
do you get a check once a month? How does that work? from Spotify?
$4,000 for each million streams. That's so little.
Well,
Unless you're Drake.
actually, that's a good question. So whoever you, and I could be wrong. Fred's at home. Please write in if I'm wrong. Only if
Comment
I'm
below.
wrong.
We have a live TikTok
Subscribe,
stream.
comment below.
Oh shit. Okay. So whoever you register, so say I wrote the song Ozma, which I did. I have to register that song with something like ASCAP or BMI.
Gotcha.
So every time that song is played, ASCAP is constantly trying to make sure that they know who's playing that song so they can collect 0.0003 cents or
Yeah.
whatever. That's their job, is to try and get that.
Gotcha.
So that they can get their tiny percentage of that, because they're collecting that from millions of artists. So they end up making like a lot of money. But so that's actually, we get a check from our publishing company.
Interesting.
So we'll get the
Okay.
check from ASCAP. But when you get your statement, you get it quarterly. It breaks down on the statement like, say your check is like $300. It'll say like it's from this percentage is from TV, this percentage is from European TV, this percentage is from radio, this
How do
percentage
they
is
track
from.
all that?
Interesting.
That's insane.
There's just so many companies trying to make money.
Yeah.
So
And then how does the recording side of it and the manager, do they all get a percent of that now?
So that's different for everybody.
Okay.
It's different for everybody. Like, it depends on your contract. So, yeah.
Because
Like,
you do hear about people getting screwed all the time in the music industry.
oh, for
But I don't
More
know.
often
I don't.
than not.
I don't know who is screwing who in that side of things.
Oh,
Never heard a
I'll-
story where the artist was like,
The
that
artist-
worked out great.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Never.
Generally, excuse you,
Spanky.
Spanky, get over here.
busy.
I feel like Chance the Rapper has that story.
Where he loved it.
He like
I bet that
Created
there's
his
a
own
lot
label.
of he what screwed the label.
created his own label and like signed himself basically.
That makes sense.
That I think that's like the dream for a lot of artists, to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because in the end, like I feel really fortunate to have the team I have now. We've been really Shannon the Clams, we were DIY for so long. Like, we were truly a holdout. Like, truly, like, DIY for such a freaking long time. And I think it's really rare to have been able to hold out for that long and then be able to move up and then keep moving up. Like, I don't, that's rare. It's really rare. I'm really fortunate. I'm really grateful. So I'm lucky that we get to keep, and I value the people that we've worked with for so long. Like, I have the same booking agent. We've grown with her we've worked with her for like 10 years now.
That's awesome.
And she rules. And now she's this like high power boss bitch. And now she's our manager too. She rules.
That's cool.
And
Those are the kind of stories you want to hear too.
Yeah.
and they're fucking rare.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, the higher up you get, you have new people who want to get in your ear and be like, this person's sucking you dry. You need to come to me.
Oh man.
I'll make you more money.
Yeah.
And it's hard to know what's real. So we're fortunate that in ways that we've stayed true to our roots and like stayed pretty humble and stayed with people that we've trusted for a long time. So we're kind of in this weird, unique gang.
Yeah.
And how do you, and this might not be for you, it might be your managers or I guess agents or something, but say for us, when we're booking you for a show, how do you value yourself and know like how much you should be to play for a show?
Yeah, that's the booking agent's job and I think the manager's job. But basically they're going off data from, I think that there's a lot of factors now with things like Spotify. I
Okay.
feel like
Oh really?
plays,
Yeah.
like
Streams
streams are like, they're kind of like, they're so important
Yeah.
now.
I mean, it's an easy
So
way to tell
crazy.
if an artist is popular.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
But whereas, I don't know, maybe the criteria 10 years ago, that didn't matter as much as like how often they come to town mattered a lot or whatever.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Because like a local
That
fan
makes a lot of
base is,
sense.
like building up.
Yeah, you're building up a local scene.
Yeah.
Whereas maybe if you have a million streams for this one song, maybe a bunch of people will come out that night.
Yeah. Right.
However, you might not have any longevity because you maybe didn't build forever fans because you had this one popular stream for this one period of time.
Yeah.
You know, it can be a gamble with this new way of being.
Also, like, where are those 1 million streams from? What if you release the song and
Bangladesh.
only people in Australia are listening to it, but you're trying to tour in the U.S., you know?
Well, it's really good. See, that's a good thing about things like Spotify is because you can access that kind of data, and that can tell you a lot. Like, it can tell you there's all kinds of things beyond Spotify. I can't even remember what they're called right now. But we that grunt, did you hear it?
Yeah.
Could I have another one of these?
Oh, of course.
He did it, like, into the mic, too.
Do you mind grabbing 2 of them while you're in there?
Since he's up, maybe
Since
3.
he's it.
But
Maybe
they tell
3.
you, like, how many units. You probably have really similar, like, data reports
with
for your
Spotify.
merch.
I mean Shopify.
Oh, with Shopify.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you typed in Shopify.
Yeah.
Mind if I?
They probably tell you where you're doing the best and the worst, what products are selling, what sizes, what cities, and that's really super useful, right?
Yeah, it's really
Incredibly
cool.
useful.
So it's the same for us with what should I do with this bad boy?
You can keep it on the table.
Yeah, it doesn't
throw it
matter.
later.
Yeah.
Or save it for the archives.
Take it home as a souvenir.
Okay, thank you all.
Yeah. We should do that. We should have everyone sign a bottle. That's a cool idea.
That's cool.
We also need to get a Polaroid of you.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay.
We have our wall of.
Yeah, you could also we could like go up back by the dumpster with BB guns and shoot him after.
That's a great idea.
Oh.
He hasn't.
Let's do it.
I'll have a bow and arrow in my office.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know. We should shoot it and see
like,
what happens.
It's powerful.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Oh wow.
Like a
Okay.
full bow.
Power
You're like, I
bow.
was
Yeah.
joking, but okay.
No, I mean I just like you guys seem like you'd have some kind of like fun weapon.
Yeah.
We have toys.
after.
Toys.
I think you have a spear in there, right?
I have a few spears.
And you have the
There's a
spears.
spear.
Well, I've never fucked with a spear before.
What was that Anchorman quote? Like, you probably know it.
Why would I know?
Oh, that
I
one
don't know.
fight scene?
Yeah, he's like, Trent killed the guy.
Trent kill the guy with
Not
the
Trent.
harpoon.
I
or
don't know.
something.
Yeah. Never mind.
I know what you're talking about.
Corey would know it.
Yeah, Corey would know
It's,
it.
Shout out
it's
Corey.
something silly like a chair or something.
Oh, man.
God, I
Brock
love
or
it.
Brett.
I always thought
Brick.
people
Brick.
Brick killed the guy.
Brick.
Yeah.
People in track and
With a
field that
hand
did.
grenade and a fucking trident.
The
Oh yeah, with
javelin
a
throwers.
trident.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
right. Sorry, that was a tangent.
It's a fun one though.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of those audio trees, you know, when people like get a bunch of those like androids? I knew this guy in LA and that
Androids?
was like his business. He bought like a bunch of really shitty smartphones and would play people's music on repeat all day.
What?
Just to
Oh.
make the money and like fuck up the algorithm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you can
Wait,
do that too.
what?
That's what-
Oh my
Like, do
god.
you like hire him to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like his gig. He was like this.
You should
kinda
hit him
slimy
up.
Guy.
It'd be interesting to
Kinda
see those
slimy guy.
numbers
He was.
and see what the difference makes.
Yeah.
You could also probably ask a friend to crunch some numbers.
Yeah.
They could just tell you.
I never
minute.
got it,
Yeah.
but he was like, "Yeah, it just makes me a ton of money." I'm like, "I don't."
Wait, so
You just
did
play
he
like,
like
play
he would
stuff on,
literally have, like,
a
repeat.
ton of
these
Spotify
tr-
accounts?
Yeah, I don't really know how it worked, but he had like I think he would do like YouTube and shit too, everything.
Okay.
But he would
Yeah.
had like these triangle cages, and he just had like a bunch of
Whoa.
phones charging. It was the craziest.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is he just like sitting on like Hollywood Boulevard or something?
It was in downtown LA.
And he just like
Damn.
walk up like, hey, I got a song, play it for me, please.
I've heard
No,
of
I
this more
worked for
so
one-
with YouTube. Like there's like ghost YouTube plays where you could just like loop it
Yeah.
from like 20
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, he did that with
phones and
Spotify
stuff. Yeah.
and SoundCloud,
Jeez.
and it was so weird.
That's a creepy way to do it though.
I know.
You know what I mean? No offense to your buddy, but
no, he's not my. Did I say my buddy?
That's not my buddy.
I want to make that very clear,
I know that guy.
Yeah, guy. If you're listening, we're not buddies.
He said he was
That guy's
slimy.
your brother.
That guy's listening on 20 different devices right now.
Yeah, he's that 100 streams we got on
should
the last
pay him.
one. that
We
was
should
him.
pay him, yeah. Oh man, that's hilarious.
But I was just curious if that was like a thing in the biz.
Yeah, no.
No, but I love a good scam.
Yeah, honestly. There hasn't
And,
been
like-
a big scam in a while. We need that.
I mean, they're
You got
happening
one?
all around it. No, but tell me, are you sure?
I'm sure there's one.
What
We
are
get
we
scammed.
talking about?
Scams, baby.
You guys are like secretly doing this Shaw thing over
Hollywood,
here. Like,
yeah,
you got
yeah,
one?
it's a Shaw thing.
You got one? I got one.
Oh,
got
yeah,
one.
that's right.
Of course
Yeah,
there's scams.
Shot
out
a
of it.
shot.
Shot a
Oh,
shot.
speaking of scams, I'll feel bad forever about almost getting your fancy room.
Yeah,
in-
what the fuck?
Oh.
Because because both our last name is Shaw.
Oh, yeah.
So at the
I remember
Seager
that.
Roundup,
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, okay, so we see that you have a suite, but you don't get into the suite until this day." And I
Wow,
was
you're
like,
bougie, Elliott.
I was like, I
It's
have
just
a
for me.
suite? And they were like, yes, but not tonight. Oh, weird. So your room is actually booked for tonight through Sunday, but your suite starts tomorrow through Monday.
You want to check the first name on it?
Well, I know Shaw's not like the most,
I've only seen, I think,
uncommon.
one
Yeah,
other
That's
one.
so funny.
But there are a lot. I mean, it's just like
There's a lot of Shaws.
It's a lot of shots.
Damn, I gotta
It's a
check
good
But
name.
I just don't
Especially in
encounter
England.
them that often.
Yeah, yeah.
So you basically could have gotten a free room that night.
Well, I mean, I had made all my plans.
Yeah.
Like Joe and I were getting ready to move into the suite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we I came downstairs to go
That's
talk to
hilarious.
them like in the morning when you were trying to check in.
Oh, fuck.
I remember that.
and
Well,
I
you
was
already-
like
yeah.
so embarrassed. They were like, "Oh, it's actually not your room. It's Elliott Shaw."
Yeah, who the
Elliott
fuck is
Shaw.
this loser? That's hilarious.
so funny.
My last name's Smith, so I just got to go into any hotel and be like,
Matt
yeah,
Smith.
just
Smith?
Give me
Yeah,
up there.
put it on the Smith tab,
Yeah.
please.
It's honestly not a bad
I
idea.
know. I gotta
It's
start
not a
doing
bad
that.
idea.
Yeah.
Try that.
Any
Scam.
show?
That's a scam.
That's a scam.
I
Yeah.
love a good scam.
I love that you brought that up saying, speaking of a scam.
Because I was not trying to scam you. I didn't.
That's-
Leslie,
there's-
stop.
I remember.
She told me.
Yeah, I remember we got to the hotel and they're like, "Someone's got your room already," and you're like,
What?
"Oh."
I was not inside
What?
of it,
Yeah. No, I don't. care.
right? I wasn't in there.
I don't.
We hadn't moved.
You screamed in the middle of the night, actually.
Yeah.
You came out of the closet.
Power peed at the end. Power peed. That'd be a dope ass thing to be known for, the power piss. Powder piss drills.
So you're in a
I'm
punk
kidding.
band?
Yeah.
Dang,
Punks and his
fuck yeah.
punks.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I
Punks
gotta
and
hear
his
some of
punks.
that.
Who's the hunk?
His name's Seth Bogart. You can look
Whoa.
them up if you
Yeah.
want. This is
Seth
fun.
Bogart.
Yeah, it's nice having.
Or
Google.
just Google Hunks and his Punks. HUNX.
Oh,
It's a
HUNX?
yeah,
Oh,
X. It's
X.
a queer punk band.
hunks and his punks.
What do you mean by queer punk band? What does that mean?
It's he like the singer's gay and there's a lot of gender bending. It's a
Okay.
You
So
know?
like in the show, you mean? Like while you're playing or in the music?
well, yeah. I mean, like if you were to watch a lot of our music videos,
Oh, okay.
they're
That's
Really?
the hunk.
yeah.
What would
It's so funny that we're definitely I'm seeing that we're super in different worlds because he's like a celebrity.
Oh, he's like
this
big,
guy is like
big name.
he's like an extremely famous gay icon,
Whoa.
and
that's
he's
sick.
a really famous artist.
Yeah. So
Like
would you?
he's a famous painter and ceramic artist, and
Wow.
The name sounds familiar. Seth
Yeah.
Bogart.
Seth
Yeah.
Bogart.
Yeah.
his art is beautiful and really cool.
What would you say is your most like famous band? Is it this
Shannon
one?
the Clams.
Okay.
Well, Hunks and His Punks is really big too, but
Whoa.
Shannon the Clams his art is insane. He had a really cool show for a minute called
Whoa.
what was it called?
Creative man.
He's so creative.
Crazy.
What's he like in person? Is he just like?
Hilarious sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like he had a store. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool?
I know. It's freaking dope. I wanna. That's what I've always thought about. Like these types of people who are just like talented at being creative. Like you just gotta do it. You just gotta like all of a sudden create a room and just
Right.
you know,
he
be creative.
he's like someone who's never limited
Yeah.
mental like
Like
he
he always has new
always
ideas.
dreams bigger always. He has a really successful brand called Wacky Wacko.
That toothbrush painting's sick.
Oh, dude.
A ceramic match.
The one.
All
bottom
of
left,
this
bottom
stuff
left.
is like super collectible and like owned by lots
Wow.
of fancy
That's super
wealthy
dope.
people, and like he's just a cute wonderful he's also just a wonderful good person.
Hell yeah, Seth.
We went on tour last year with Bikini Kill.
Hmm.
Yeah, have you heard of them?
No.
Wow, really different world.
I know, but we're learning.
They're just like a huge feminist punk band from like she's married. Kathleen Hanna is married to Ad Rock. Do you know who that is?
No, Ad Rock.
From the Beastie Boys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I only know Mike D is the only name I remember from Beastie Boys, but
Well, I'm sure you know some Beastie Boys songs.
oh, for
Yes.
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How often are you playing with them versus Shannon and the Clams?
Hunks less now, only because, Clams are just, I mean, it's my full-time job.
Yeah.
And then Hunks is like full-time artist, So, and we kind of do Hunks for fun.
Yeah.
We kind of at some point we're like, we don't ever want Hunksness Punks to be stressful. We
Yeah.
always want it to be like fun and funny. Our live show is like always fun and funny. Like
That's epic.
it is epic.
Like
It's
keep it the fun side gig kind of thing.
it's like yes, like Shannon the Clams is fun. I love Shannon the Clams. I'm so lucky that's what I get to do for a living. I bet you guys feel that way about your job too.
100%.
You're
Yeah.
creating stuff that you want to wear,
Yeah.
that you like, that makes you feel good when you see it, makes people feel good when
Yeah.
they wear it and
amazing.
use it.
Yeah.
And you're doing it with your friends in a good
100%.
environment,
Yeah.
Yep.
But there's still real work that
Yeah.
goes into it,
Totally.
and things get tense. And like for me, songwriting gets emotional, and performing gets emotional and stressful. But with Hunks, we're going on tour so much for a while. We were like, we don't want to fight or get stressed out, and we have so much other shit going on. Like, is there a way we can do this where it's only fun, where we just tour like we just make ourselves so valuable? This kind of goes back to your question about finding out how much you're worth.
Yeah.
So there's little ways to find out. So I've been fortunate to have my band sell out lots and lots of shows. And I think it's because I have a great booking agent who knows how many people I can bring to an event. in
Like
the
the
right
proper
city or
venues
whatever.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Hunks, every time we play now, it sells out. So we can wait a few years and play a venue that's like twice as large as the last time we
Oh, I
played.
see. Yeah.
But because we haven't played in so long, and he is so creative, people know that he's gonna like design a crazy backdrop. There's gonna be some hilarious antics on stage.
Yeah.
Like, do you know Sarah Squirm? She's on SNL, and she's another really strange artist. You can pull her up if
Yeah.
you want.
She's like a resident on SNL. Like she's always on there.
Yeah, she's been on for the last 2 seasons.
Oh yeah, I've seen her for sure.
Yeah, so she hosted our last show at the Regent in Los Angeles. And she hosted and did some comedy, and it was really, really fun. But people always know that, so basically, like, Hunks can play, like, once a year, and we'll make a really good amount of money, and it'll only be fun.
Yeah.
And it'll just be, like, money in the pocket. Everyone, had a great time, got along great.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be my bread and butter, but it's, like, joy. It's like, guaranteed joy.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't had an album come out in, like, 8 years or something.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, but we have been recording songs, and we just actually last night went to dinner, and we're gonna finish up an album we've been working on in the fall, so probably next year.
That's super
Damn.
cool.
So 3 albums coming out then, right? In the next bit.
Yeah, I haven't recorded any solo stuff, but I'm sure I will.
Yeah.
Is it pretty normal in your world to be someone like you that's in multiple bands? And yeah, I feel like you're doing more than most.
I don't know what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's good.
Does
Yeah,
it all
I
fall
think-
into your lap? Are you looking for that?
Well, I think that I've like just been a person who's always been okay with not. Okay, so I grew up. Hold on. I grew up in Napa and my parents got divorced when I was about 8. And my mom had this big house that my dad built. They got divorced. My dad had to move out, and he bought this teeny tiny house. So for the first year, It was 1 bedroom. Me and my brothers all just slept on the floor. We didn't even have beds. So we just all slept on the floor in my dad's room.
Wow.
And that just was, I was pretty young, and that just was normal. That was Dad's house. In the living room, we had no furniture. Our kitchen table was like an igloo ice chest. And then a couple of years later, he like, my dad was a fire captain. You know, it's like, he wasn't, you know, anyway. That's, divorce is just like nasty business, you know? So then a couple years later, he was able to buy a 2-bedroom house, which is going to be paid off in November. And that was a lot. That was like 1992 that he bought it.
Sick.
But he's like really looking forward to finally it being paid off. But he, you know, so then me and my 3 brothers like shared a bedroom till I moved out and moved to Oakland. You know, I had my own room at my mom's house.
Yeah.
But at Dad's house, it's like, had 0 personal space.
Were you splitting time? Like half the week?
Like 1 week at mom's, 1 week
Okay.
at dad's. It was weekends, and then my dad retired really early. He retired early.
Yeah.
Because of an injury. And then, so yeah, we would do a week there, a week there.
Gotcha.
So it's like I just kind of got used to, I guess, never having any personal space and like never. So that makes me a good road dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of used to always being like 1 week here, 1 week there, 1 day here, you know, 4 days there,
Right.
a month here, you
Bop
know,
around a little
sleeping
bit.
here and there. I'm just kind of like used to that.
Yeah.
And now, like, the older I get, the more I'm like I have my own bathroom for the first time in my whole life right now.
Fuck
And
yeah.
it rules.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure that's
really
amazing.
cool.
It's really cute. I wish we could Google pictures of it because my bathroom is beautiful.
Yeah, right.
But it's not on the internet. Sorry, guys.
You should
But-
start posting your bathroom.
Yeah.
I should.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an oasis.
Yeah. You're proud of it.
I am proud of it. It's really nice.
So as a outside listener, and I don't want this to be in any, like, this is just my perspective from you not knowing anything. So as again, dumb guy. I am a big fan of Shannon and the Clams back in like 2017 or whenever we were just like,
Yeah.
you know, listening to surf rock and whatnot. And then when we booked you for the show, it was like Shannon Shaw, and we're like, did she break up with Shannon and the Clams? Like, is that a different deal? And then to know that you're in a third band, I'm like, my outside perspective is like, I don't know what's she doing? Like, is she?
Wait, you guys booked Shannon and the Clams, not Shannon Shaw?
No. We booked Shannon Shaw, but we didn't.
Oh, okay.
But you said, I think you said you wanted to do Shannon Shaw at that point because I don't know what to do. Maybe it was because of our budget. Like you.
It was probably budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably budget because you were less expensive without the clams.
And probably, I think at that time Cody was out of town.
Oh.
Or
that
like
might have
Will,
been-
the keyboard player. Do you know the
Oh,
band
yeah.
La Luz?
Something happened where you almost didn't play that weekend, right? Because something happened.
Couldn't make it. Or?
Yeah, lots of shit went down, and we somehow
Made it happen.
made it happen.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah. What was your question?
my question is just based. I don't really have a question. I guess I was just
Or
saying
statement.
from an
Oh,
outside
you're
perspective.
surprised that I have so many bands?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I mean, for me, it was like, because most artists just have one band, and it's like Shannon and the Clams. And then when you like break off into different ones, I'm just like, holy shit. There's just something. Well, you just have so much going on, which is cool, and it's respectable.
I have a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have a lot going on. I would love to get psychoanalyzed someday and just have someone like break me down, tell me everything. Because I feel I'm not a rest. I don't really like to rest or take breaks or go on like a real vacation. Although I really want to go on a real vacation and I deserve one.
Yeah.
Doggone it. But I don't have an easy time relaxing. Like I always want to make sure that I've got like something really good on the horizon coming my way. But I'm like one of those people that feels really guilty when I'm like, guilty is not the right word anymore, but unfulfilled. When I'm like done with a project, I'll feel really good and proud of it. But then I'll start to feel like,
Yeah.
you know,
I know
Wait
that
for the
feeling.
next one.
Yeah.
yeah. Or like worried, you know, with all this free time.
Yeah.
And I think it has to do with like growing up with like no space, and they're constantly always being like a boy in my way and another boy in my way and a boy up there, and like,
Yeah.
you know, always fighting for the bathroom and stuff like that. Just like there always being so much action,
Yeah.
you know. I'm
Yeah.
just kind of used to constantly like juggling a lot.
Let's get you a vacation, girl.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Cruise to the Bahamas.
Come on.
That's all I
Come
got.
on.
Yeah, I think I need something different.
What?
Yeah.
That was not really restful.
Yeah.
What's your dream vacation right
Yeah.
now, off the top of your head?
This is what my friends keep asking me. My friends all really want me to go away in a good way.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like in a good way. My dream vacation. I don't know.
First thing that comes to mind.
Where they filmed White Lotus last, like
No.
Oh,
Yeah. That's
yeah,
beautiful.
like southern
Puglia?
Italy.
Puglia, I think.
Puglia.
Was it Puglia?
I think it's Puglia.
I'd go
Italy?
to Capri. I would
Pretty
go
sure.
to Sardinia. I'd go to. I want to go to Greece. I would love. Yeah, let's just see.
Sicily?
Sicily. I've never been to Sicily. I would love to go there.
Yeah. It's
Puglia.
Oh, you might have to look up like where
Elliott and
the
I.
setting took place
Elliott and
For
I
what?
went to
for White Lotus.
what's it
Cinque
called?
Terre?
Look,
Cinque Terre, which is basically similar to this. It's just on the coast of Italy. That's like a really beautiful town.
Wow.
And when we showed up there, it was just Elliott and I. And I guess we got a bedroom because we were on a budget, and they just everyone assumed we were gay because
It's a really romantic destination.
yeah, really.
And we were in Prague, so we wanted some like nice
I wanna go to
Italian. It's
Prague?
great.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Prague.
lived in Prague for a few months.
Studying abroad.
God, I want
It's
to go there
great.
so bad.
It's great, but 4 months we were kind of like, I
I'm
want
a
some
big
sunshine.
Alphonse Mucha fan.
Oh yeah, you'd love it then.
His
Yeah,
art is
oh my God.
everywhere.
We
right?
went
There's,
there.
like
Yeah.
tiles.
Yeah. I went to the
That's
museum.
cool.
I
You're a
think.
fan of his.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name for like 10
Mucha.
years.
Art
crazy.
Nouveau is like one of my favorite. You know, I'm
Yeah.
a painter. I went to school for.
Oh, an
Oh,
art
yeah.
snob.
Mm.
Do you like wine? You're a wine girl.
Well, I grew up Mormon,
Oh.
What?
so I'm like,
That's
Oh
a
my
huge
God.
twist. Oh my God. Do that to us. Why would you keep that so at the end?
I don't know. I didn't mean to.
Okay, Jack Mormon. Cool.
Jack, are you a
No,
Jack Mormon?
No.
We know a lot of them though.
Yeah.
yeah,
we
we
know
grew,
a lot
we
of
grew
them.
up with a lot.
We're
Actually, our
good.
last guest.
Jack Mormons are like the funnest people. Right?
Yeah,
are.
they really are.
Really, really are.
Grounded in community and family, but likes to party.
Yeah. Perfect DD.
The perfect DD. No, that's a normal Mormon.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right.
Jack
sorry.
Mormon's.
You're right.
So-
I love playing places like Salt Lake because
Your people.
it's kind of my people, and
Yeah.
it's the closest thing to feeling like, fuck, that's my culture. I have a culture, I guess. You know what I mean? Is like being like white and American. It's
Yeah.
like I've got.
It's almost
a
too broad.
culture. What's that?
It's almost too broad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like American it's great, but it's nice to also have like a subculture that's more niche that you can kind of attach to, you know?
Right, but I kind of think it's like.
That's where
You're Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Provo.
that was a little too sinful for my family.
Oh.
Oh,
Salt Lake is Sin City, baby.
Yeah, it's, well, it's
Really?
right next to Provo, isn't it? It's like the Mecca.
So they moved to Oakland?
No. No, my family ended
Vegas
up
first.
in Napa.
Okay.
But anyways,
So is it
Pioneer.
your mom's
I'm
side or
Pioneer
your
stock.
dad? Or
My
both?
mom.
Okay.
My dad's from Alabama originally.
Okay, gotcha. Well, since you took acid earlier, we had another guy that took acid on our show one time, and he was
With a spray bottle.
he was laughing at Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
Nailed.
Wow.
I just look at Elliott, and he looks so green. I feel
do
like
look
I'm
really
tripping.
green.
Yeah, I get
tripping
lit
on
up.
it.
I also
Are you
had-
tripping on that at all?
No, it's I just do a little microdose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing
It's
crazy.
not if I want to like trip on it, I have to take like 5 or 6 squirts.
Oh, fuck.
I'll
Where do
take-
you get that stuff?
A friend of a friend makes it.
the black market.
The black
Yeah.
market.
Black Dahlia.
Oh, my God. Oh, full circle, yeah.
No.
That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it is
beginning.
full circle.
Damn. Well,
Wait, you asked if I drank wine. So I probably didn't even try wine until I stopped going to church when my parents got divorced. My mom got totally rejected by the church because they were like so disappointed in her.
Wow.
So it was her second divorce. That's
Oh.
very sinful.
Yeah.
And my dad was humiliated. He was like so sad, devastated because she left him. So my mom went to church, and she was like high up in this thing called Relief Society, which is like the women's group. And she went to church, and they all had their backs turned to her.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
And she was just like, fuck this, I'm done.
Yeah.
I hate church anyway. I don't believe any of this bullshit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
This shit's dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't say that, but that was her attitude. And I remember asking her questions as a little kid, like, what does the Holy Ghost look like? Is he really a ghost? Was he a little boy when he died? How old was he when he died? What did he look like?
Yeah.
And she'd be like, I don't know. Just ignore some of it. And I'd be like, ignore some of it?
Yeah.
What do you
Cherry
mean?
pick it. Cherry pick it.
And like that like terrified me.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that there
yeah.
wasn't an answer. And like, there's a ghost boy. That do I worship the ghost
There's
boy?
a ghost boy? Who's this ghost boy? I've never heard of a ghost boy.
I
You
made
know
up the
about it?
boy part. I
Oh.
think. I don't know. I don't think the Holy Ghost. My brother
Please
always
start a
thought,
new band called Ghost Boy.
fuck yeah.
Ghost
okay.
boy sounds sick.
Okay, my
Casper,
brother
really, it's Casper. Right?
always told me that the Holy Ghost was a clover.
A clover?
Yeah, what the fuck?
A fucking four-leaf clover?
So he asked
they're
my
Irish.
mom
The left
the other
hand.
day,
Like a,
Mom,
like a-
did you ever tell us that the Holy Ghost was a clover? And she was like, what? No. So he thought maybe he was depicted as a clover at some point. I don't know.
Like,
But my brother wants to do a punk band. Oh, I don't even know if I should put this on the air because I don't want it stolen.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
But it would be
Holy
called,
Clover.
you know what? Maybe you guys know enough Jack Mormons to know why this is so funny. But it would be called Heavenly Father.
I don't know enough.
Mm.
Well, Heavenly Father is just like a really specific, very Mormon term for God.
Okay.
So when you do a prayer, you fold your arms. You don't do this, but you cross your arms and you go like, "Dear
relaxed.
Heavenly Father," and there's like a really specific parts of the prayer. Anyway, so it would be called Heavenly Father, and it'd be a punk band. You'd all
Wow.
dress like missionaries.
Whoa.
And it would be all ex-Mormons in the band. 'Cause
Wow.
We've collected. I keep a list of friends that I meet
You've turned.
that are ex. I haven't turned anyone. I haven't turned anyone, but I keep a list. Well, because I also like meeting people who are still Mormon. You know,
Yeah.
like I was saying, it's like this is my culture. It's like no matter what, it's like they're gonna understand me more than like maybe you would understand me, or no matter how well we get to know each other, there's always gonna be these
Cultural
things that are hard to explain that we're gonna identify in each other and be like, right, right,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's interesting, but yeah.
Yeah, I started watching this show. I probably shouldn't get into this because it doesn't really matter, but it's basically about Mormons and like an FBI cop who like decides.
Under the Banner of Heaven.
Yeah.
The book is awesome.
Is it?
But the show was done really well.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a
Anyway.
true story.
I know. It's crazy. So it's a good show. Check it out.
But
But I started to like basically I understand what you're saying. Not fully understand, but like you guys have this whole thing. It's a whole culture of like such different stuff than I've ever been used to. Like the folding the arms thing, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
But like that means like when someone's just folding their arms casually, if they're
They're
Mormon,
praying.
does it look like they're praying? Like you know what I mean? Like
I wonder now, like if when I was a kid, if I saw that and I thought
yeah,
that,
yeah,
but I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, folding your
Yeah.
arms is so normal.
yeah. It's like such a comfortable thing.
I know.
Like yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's cool that you're a Mormon at some point.
Yeah.
and you're over it, and
Well, I think that there's a lot of like
it's not cool that you're over. I don't know. Maybe
teaching.
I don't want to like make anyone feel.
No, I'm not anti or anything like that. Like, I would never like push anyone in any direction.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not true. I would definitely push someone in certain directions.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was talking to them and I knew like their personal situation or something.
Right.
But I feel like something that you're taught that I think later becomes kind of a manipulative tool to try and get people to join the church later in life. But you're taught as a kid. When you're a kid, you're taught to be curious about other people, other cultures, other ways of living, other lives, and you're taught to like go talk to those people that come from a different way of life. You're really taught to like care and be invested, you know, and that's really important. And I think I got out, you know, kind of at the right time before it's like, and now you got to teach them why they're wrong and you're right.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know. I would like to talk to someone who stayed in longer and see if if my theory checks out.
Yeah.
I would assume.
But I'm really glad that was instilled in me, you know. I love my parents. They're both like very like kind, loving people who were never like overly super duper religious. Like even though my mom was super Mormon, she was never racist or homophobic or anything like that. Like I was lucky to have her be really open-minded. And then my dad, you know, he's from the South and he was a firefighter, which they can be, you know, kind of more closed-minded sometimes, I think. I don't know. It's boys club. You guys know boys clubs can sometimes be, maybe. You know, when you're in the mountains and you're like away from people and stuff. Anyways, not saying you guys are, but you know how some of them can be, right?
Right.
Anyways, he's like, I want to say like social media has made my dad's mind open up.
Whoa.
In his old
wow.
age, which I would not normally say like social media has like
Yeah.
saved
Helped.
this person.
Yeah.
But truly, I mean, my dad's,
So it's hurting the children, but helping the elderly.
I think, well, but I think
At least
it
there's a
hurts,
balance
it
there.
hurts the children.
Yeah.
But I think it also does bring information to the
It
children.
totally
too.
does. Yeah, yeah.
My
Totally
niece
does.
was freaking telling me that she was telling me how bad her sex ed class was. And she was like, this is when she was like 10. She was
Oh
like,
my God.
I just learned everything on TikTok.
Oh.
And I was like, oh God, no.
Yeah, like, what are you
But
following?
then she showed me what
Yeah.
she watched.
Yeah.
And it was like, she found it on her own.
Yeah,
It was so educational, like so clean, so smart.
yeah.
Like, it was amazing.
Wow.
I was like, well, let's hope that's the content that most of the kids
Yeah,
are finding
right.
out
That's
there.
right.
But
Who knows?
Doubt
you
it.
just gotta.
I haven't seen those videos, so
Well, hope,
I'm saying like
I'm
I haven't
assuming
seen
you're not
educational.
looking for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I haven't seen like educational sex ed videos just pop up on my feed, but
She said she was genuinely curious
Yeah.
about how things worked because
Yeah.
they didn't teach her
Ah,
in school. They were like, she said the teacher was like stressed and freaked out.
I
And
mean, that's an awkward ass thing to teach. I'm gonna be honest.
awkward.
That would be gnarly. Just
Yeah.
standing in front
And
of a
my-
bunch of kids and just be
yeah.
like, "This is a
My teacher who
penis."
taught all that stuff, his name was Mr. Chart, which
Mr.
became
Chart?
Mr. Shart.
Oh, sir.
You can't take him serious when everyone's calling him Mr. Shart.
dude,
you
my
know?
teacher that
Poor
taught me
guy.
that stuff had
Yeah,
to
I
do it.
would never make that joke, obviously.
You're a nice
People
guy.
around me.
Yeah.
My teacher had her daughter in the class.
Oof.
Wow.
That was-
Wow.
yeah.
That's
Wow.
progressive.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Well, she was the same age, and that lady had to teach the
Oh.
class. Yeah. Like,
Oh, okay. So I thought you meant like a baby in class.
No, I meant like
Okay.
my friend who was a girl. Her mom was the 7th grade or whatever teacher,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and we were just like,
Oh, that's awkward.
yeah. I was like,
Everyone's staring at
weird,
her.
Like, yeah,
Your mom.
yeah.
Wait, you had like mixed genders for sex ed?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah, he doesn't like that topic.
Public school, baby.
Yeah.
He's even down there.
Yeah, I think we had that too.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
It was a blast talking to you.
I feel like we covered so many
So
interesting
many
topics.
things.
And like a lot of things that we didn't really finish either, and I want to keep going on, but
Yeah.
we always ask our musician guests
Mm.
who their least favorite artist is. Like,
In
Musician.
love, like it's a love thing. Like, who do you hate the most in love?
Wait, what do you mean? In love?
Nah, I was just trying to frame it really stupidly. Like, who is your least favorite musician, right? But not in a mean
In
way.
love.
Not in a mean way. In love, you know.
he's saying like,
Do you
Current?
have an artist that you just don't like? Truly.
Are we talking like current? Is this someone?
Could be anyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
they could be dead.
Yeah. It could be someone from like the 1600s, like we were saying before.
Okay, I fucking hate that prick Mozart. Just kidding. No, he ruled. Mozart
He
ruled.
ruled, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh man, you know what? Fuck that Spade Cooley motherfucker.
Spade Cooley?
Ah!
I don't even know
I
that.
don't know who that is either. Fuck.
Do you ever listen to like I mean, this is
Oh, what
old
the
shit.
fuck? That's some old shit. Oh my god. You hate that guy?
You really did pick him.
That's so random.
Well, you know, you
Holy
you
shit.
said this 1600s. This is way
Wow.
more recent.
That's way more recent.
Look how badass that shirt
1910.
Yeah, that's
Can
a
you-
sick shirt.
That's a dope-ass shirt.
Why do you hate him though?
is. Because he's a dick and he, like, murdered his wife.
Whoa.
And, yeah, he's a
Fuck.
piece of shit.
Fuck you, dude.
Oh,
Fuck you,
I think he's
Spade.
from Bakersfield.
Damn.
And when they let him out of prison, they, like, made a huge celebration for him. Anyways,
life and death.
so I only found out about his shitty ass because do you ever listen to like Cocaine and Rhinestones or Disgraceland?
Yeah.
So there's I think it's a Cocaine and Rhinestones episode.
Okay. I've heard of Disgraceland, so.
You gotta listen to Cocaine and Rhinestones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down. That's
wow, this is like a
Like-
great realistic answer of like an actual dick.
Yeah.
Oh, bad person.
Wow.
Or like, you know.
Wow. Spade. Cool.
And here we are listening to his music now.
And
know.
it's a killer name. He's
Yeah,
got
it's
a
a killer
great
name.
look.
Yeah.
He's talented.
Yeah.
But fuck that guy forever.
Damn.
Spade Cooley.
Fuck him
And
forever.
I'm just gonna throw another shitbag corpse on top of that one.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be Jerry Lewis. Because
Jerry Lee Lewis. Damn.
Jerry Lee Lewis. Because
Wow.
I heard another podcast about how shitty he was.
Wow.
And he was a real bad man.
Like what? Murder too?
Oh, look
He
at
looks
that
like a
bag of
fucking-
bones.
Get out of here, dude.
But he lived forever, and that man was injecting speed into his stomach.
What?
Into
Like
his
forever.
stomach?
Fuck yeah.
Holy-
Ran out
yeah.
of spaces.
Is he Jewish?
Is
What
he
is he?
Jewish?
I
think
don't.
it's just the hairstyle, bro. It's like
don't-
No, he's got something on his head. Oh no, he doesn't.
no,
Look
it's
at
just
that.
his waffled ass hair.
Wait, so
just
he was doing
there.
so much speed, he was injecting it into his stomach?
Yeah.
What a psychopath.
But he married his like teen
That sounds
cousin.
so painful.
Oh, yeah. I
Cousin's
heard about
daughter.
that. Like 14-year-old teen cousin.
How did he do that?
And just he's like a fucking famous piglet, and he could get away with anything. He's rich. Fuck that guy forever. And just
Gosh.
continued. He like murdered 1 to 2 of his wives, and just got away with it. All you have to do is be
Wow.
like
Be
rich
famous.
and famous.
These are
and-
two great answers. Screw
Oh
these
my
guys.
god.
So you guys should listen to the Cocaine and Rhinestones.
Yeah.
It might be a Disgraceland. Either way, both podcasts are really good, really well researched.
Wow. Definitely gonna check that out.
Do you guys
Screw that guy.
watch Tales from the Tour Bus?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh man, you guys would love that. That's Mike Judge who did like Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he talks to all these old timers, like country guys, and interviews them. Like I just saw Jerry Jeff Walker
Yeah.
came up, but they have they'll like interview these dudes about their times on the tour bus with these like
Damn.
freaky ass musicians.
Wow,
So
that's sick.
I thought of Jerry Lee Lewis because this guy who just photographed the new Clams record cover was friends with Jerry Lee Lewis,
Okay.
and he directed this episode of Tales from the Tour Bus, and it was the first one I saw. It's a pretty good story, but and it's animated by Mike Judge,
Oh, sick.
so they're
Sounds
really
dope.
fun. You get that's like a good
Damn.
watch.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
Dive in.
All right.
Lots of
All
good
right.
stories.
I need to write those down. But yeah.
I know. Well, we have it
Yeah.
on audio
Yeah.
file. We'll just come back.
I don't know where I'm going to find this.
We'll timestamp it. But
Thanks again for coming.
yeah, thank you.
This was so fun.
Driving all the way
Thank
over
you.
Yeah, doors are always open. I know you're just a neighbor now up the hill.
Yeah.
Up the hill,
Mm-hmm.
an hour away.
Just a neighbor.
But just a neighbor.
Friendly neighbor.
All right, and done.
There we go.